Now let's start with this very important question. And I want you to type in the comment section. What is the common response to January? On Joe, how are you? What is the common response to the month of January? What's the common response? What's the pattern? When people talk about January of any year, what is the common response? The pattern, the behavior, the approach, the energy of the month of January. Tolashi, hi. Okay, resolutions. New year. What are the vocabularies that people use? Thank you. Panic. Fresh starts. What are the dominant frequencies when it comes to the collective? Thank you. New year, new me. What is the dominant frequency in terms of actions and words and vocabulary and approach and impression? So you hear things like January is long. Usually it's like people are rebooting. People, they say January is slow. The January is like 3 months. They say January is more than 30 days. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tolashi. They are so slow. People don't take actions. They are recovering from dirty December. So so people are recovering from dirty December in January. So they really don't do much in January because the excitement of December is still there. They have not gotten over it. They are still in that fantasy land of wow, the places they traveled to, the food they ate, the family they saw, the Yuletide vibe. They are still in it. On Joe, greetings. They are still sleeping. They are still sleeping. And slowly, gradually, a lot of them, afterglow, thank you, they start forgetting their dreams for the year. Right? Greetings, universe. Women's greetings, FM. They start forgetting all the plans. December is always very hot. Just watch. Next week, you're going to see. Everybody is talking about how 2026 is their banger year. How it's going to be the year of explosion for them. How it's going to be this, it's going to be that. The adrenaline will be so high that you can literally feel it in the collective. That is called collective anointing. And collective anointing is nothing if you don't have your own personal plans, personal approach, perspective. But the majority, what do? They are only acting based on the collective excitement and anointing. Let me use the word anointing. The collective energy in the air. And that is momentary. It does not last. It's short-term feeling. It's festival feeling. It's Yuletide feeling. And you notice that that's why people carry that into January, and the moment the whole festive feeling, Yuletide, excitement, eating, drinking, partying ends January, first week of January, everywhere now begins to look dry. Have you noticed? Greetings. Then it looks like everybody is just dull, like something. It would look as though something bad happened in December, and people are trying to recover from a major crisis. I pay attention a lot. I pay attention. That's the common response, reaction to January of every year. Like earthquake just happened. The same people who were so happy, who were dancing and jumping everywhere, by the first week of January, everything is like dry. The excitement is dying gradually. Year in, year out. By February, March, they have forgotten all the this is my year of breaking the sky. This is my year of climbing the ladder from earth to go and meet my sky daddy in the sky. They create all these slogans and it sounds really nice. It sounds like movie scripts. Now, every other year, this can be excused. Some people still somehow get themselves, get it together in March. They get it together in July. But it's not the same in 2026. 2026 is different because it's the first year in a new 9-year cycle. Do you know the most powerful month in the year 2026? It's not March. It's not August. It's not December. The most powerful month for you in 2026 is January. It's the most powerful month is January in 2026. When it comes to pursuing your purpose and making the best of the first year in a 9-year cycle, which is meant to be for planting seeds, is the year of the farmer, January. Because it is in January that you must hit the ground running. You can't use Buhari style. You know, the worst president in the history of Nigeria, Buhari. I say it without any apology. Remember when the clown became president and he became president and he never had a cabinet. 6 months, no cabinet. He never hits the ground running. 6 months, no. So there was no plan for his administration. 6 months, no cabinet. Confusion everywhere. You can't use that kind of strategy in 2026. This is a strategy a lot of people have been using every year. They don't hit the ground running. And other years can excuse that, but not 2026. Because 2026, listen, January of 2026 is the most powerful month in that year. And it is not, you know why? It is not just a month. It is the doorway to the new 9-year cycle. First and foremost, it carries 4 portals. Imagine the first month in the year carrying 4 portals. And if you miss these 4 portals, you may spend the next 9 years trying to recover what you could have secured. That's why the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery is the best platform for you to prepare. Because you don't prepare in 2026, you prepare for 2026. A lot of people, the only plan they have is excitement. A lot of people, the only thing, they are waiting for prophecy from some people. I am that 31st night prophecy. And they will give them prophecy a few minutes to January 1st, and they shout, Happy New Year! Oh, the Lord has done it. Finally. The Lord has done it. Finally what? Every year, finally. It's still not finally. All these delusions, the next 9 years, they will not hold water. What doesn't have system? Fire will burn it in 2026. It's the fire horse year. Everything that is fake, that is built on what doesn't have substance is not going to last. It's going to crash. All this music excitement. God has done it finally. Have you done it? The Lord, everything, the Lord must do it for you. We can't carry that energy. You have no idea how excited I am about 20. When I see people, there are people who they started planning 2026 September. There are people who they started getting gigs. They already have gigs, US tour, UK tour, already in 2026, launching in January, and they did not even know. I didn't even tell them how powerful January is, but their energy is in alignment. They are not waiting for Sky Daddy. The next 9 years is not for people who are going to go and sit down somewhere and begging God for mercy. Father, have mercy on me. No mercy. Please. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. You're not a criminal. If you know you have committed a crime, go and report yourself to the police. Because the only people that mercy is for criminals. If you miss these 4 portals, you will spend the next 9 years trying to recover what you could secure. What you could secure. January is going to determine for a lot of people the quality of their next decade. January. What you do in January. What you're doing. That's why for some people, there's no need traveling. Yes. If your traveling is going to consume all your attention and time, that you won't have time for yourself, there's no need traveling. I know you want to go and impress them in your village. You see, in Abuja now, everybody, if you ask everybody, are you traveling? No, I'm not traveling. No, I'm not traveling. It's a lie. By the 22nd or 23rd, the whole city is empty. They will lie they are not traveling, so you don't think they have money. But by 23rd, all the security men, all the housemaid, all the people that wash car, all the cleaners, everybody is out. They are going to their village with the only 200k they contributed in the year. They want to go and buy fake Nike sneakers and fake brands to go and display in their village, burn all the money, and come back in January begging. I have to see my village people. That's not a plan. It's great to see family, but I know people who they don't travel during the festive period. They will travel later. There are people who there is a reason they are traveling. There is a purpose to it. There is, an intention attached to it. And this is the reason 2026 is not a normal year. It's a fire horse year. A horse that is burning with fire, speed and fire. Do you know what that means? The combination of speed and fire. So you are meant to hit the ground running. How many of you feel that energy to start doing things? You don't want to do all those, let me just sit first and recover from December. There is no time to recover from December. That's why you can't mess around in December. You can't say because, let me just... 2026 will not forgive that. It is the year for the responsible. 2026 won't forgive those who see themselves as God's last born. That's what irritates me the most. When I see people who think they are special, they are the best things in sliced bread, because they have one God. These are people who don't understand the whole concept of divinity and God. 2026 is not going to be merciful to such people. People who want to mess themselves up so that God can come and clean them up. Because they think God loves them more than everybody in their neighborhood. Among my family, there's just something about me. God just chose me differently. If you see me, there is fire on my head. I just see stars all over my body because I'm just the most special person in my family. I'm the head and not the tail. But everything in their life is showing that they are the tail. No proof that which head. There is no head, there is no tail anywhere. You are who you are. Period. 2026 is not going to have mercy on delusional people. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to see any results. So it's a masculine, first and foremost. See this. When you hear what they call the epitome of masculinity, logical reasoning. What is going to work in 2026 from January is logical reasoning mixed with intuition, spirit and strategy. Spirit and strategy. Intuition and logic. Because it's a masculine year. You show up. You go hard or you go home. That's the year. Go hard or go home. So you can't decide to sit still somewhere because they've told you that there is somebody in the sky that will give you grace. Na grace, oh, na grace, oh, na grace. If your name is Grace, sorry, oh, na grace, na grace. Which grace? Hunger. If you don't do what is needful, what is needful, if you don't open yourself to the information and revelation that would help you pivot, that would help you navigate challenges and leverage opportunities. For some people right now, there are so many opportunities for you in 2026. But if you sit still somewhere, thinking all you have to do is participate in 31st nights, there is wahala. But if you take the bull by the horn and you plan, you design, you structure, now you start now. We're starting the pre-master class. We're starting pre-master class of 36 days. The master class starts on the 16th of December, right? But we are starting pre-master class today. That's how important 2026 and the next 9 years is. I want to make sure that every participant in these 36 days, they are steps ahead. So there are people in the masterclass who they know a lot of things, but there are people who are new to a lot of knowledge and esotericism. So we want to use the pre-master class to bring them up to speed, so that when we start the master class on the 16th of December, everybody on the same page. I'll tell you, last year, those who attended the master class, I always tell you, a lot of them, they are big inspiration to me. When they tell me, Mr. Femi, thank you, I'm like, well, you are a big inspiration to me. Because a lot of them came broken, battered, shattered, nowhere to go. They didn't know what to do. They just came like, let me pay. Some of them borrowed money to pay. So let me just pay. What do I have to lose? He that is down need not fear a fall. Those were their language. By February, a lot of them, everything turned around because they were ready to put in the work. Now imagine a year, 2026, that carries the new beginning, fresh energy. Come on now, man. There's a brother that, he wanted to go for a professional course that would cost thousands of dollars. And he didn't want to pay. He wanted his organization to pay. And he said he wants to travel to different countries this year. And he said he wants someone else to pay for those trips. By February, his company wrote him and said, we want you to go for trainings in these different countries. You and a team, you will be going into different countries for training, manifestation. He wanted to change his car. Then he had a minor accident. And from a minor accident, something happened. He got a brand new car. He wanted to sign up to the certification program. He wanted his company to pay. Bam, bam, bam. The company paid thousands of dollars. These were people who their first interaction with me was last year, 36-day manifestation and goal setting mastermind. There's a sister who just finished building a restaurant. I don't know if she's here. Thames, building a restaurant that cost her millions. And she was saying she never imagined that in less than a year she could do this. This was just a dream. So people put their future in their hand. So imagine if 2029, if 2025 could provide the atmosphere to do that. Imagine what 2026, the year of audacity, of boldness, the year of when people are willing to step out. Imagine what is going to happen. They are not living their life to chance and to kalo. Because 2026 is not a normal year. It is not a normal year. 2026 is a year that will burn away the weak. It will burn away. It will purify those who are strong. The same fire that softens yam, hardens the egg. That's what 2026 is. So 2026 will burn away the weak and purify the strong. It will only reward those who are prepared. That's why the 36-day manifestation and future design master class, starting December 16, is the best platform for you to prepare and to shut down every distraction. If I show you what I've done, everything about my astrology 2026, all my plans, everything is in place. I am printing. So I'm not just here standing and teaching you so that next year I will see you manifest and me, I will just come and be talking with no results. No, I want my life to produce enough result. So when I'm talking, I have confidence. I'm not a scam or a fraud. Speaking big figures and big grammar, I can't prove in my own life. So preparation, you have to be steps ahead. We command peace in the Nigerian atmosphere. You really have to send the energy of peace and stability into the Nigeria. You don't have to like the government. Into you really don't like the government like that. But we have to speak peace. Because we don't want a repetition. There are some things I can't say so that they don't arrest me. About 2026. Based on pattern reading, not prophecy, based on patterns reading. We have, those of you who have clean energy, you have to speak positive energy, peace, stability, protection into the Nigerian atmosphere because it's not looking really good like that. But you see, same thing we did last year when I said that from January to like April, we should speak positivity into the airwaves because plane crash and all that. And you know, although some things happened this year, but somehow maybe what we said averted a lot of incidents that would have happened. The same thing I'm telling you now. I am telling you now, you have to speak. No coup will be successful. We don't need that kind of energy. Because listen, you know, we're all speaking and doing this. If there is chaos and calamity, your affirmation, those who have dual citizenship can run away. But those who don't have dual citizenship, with you and your affirmation, you're going to be in your room. Those who represent evil, there are people who are the personification of evil and they are in government, that they will be handicapped. They will be stripped of their strength. That's how this is warfare. Anyone trying to cause chaos, to turn ordinary citizens into victims of their own greed, that the energy of 2026 will not favor them. It's very important. I am telling you guys. I can't say more than that. January is where the fire begins. That's where the fire begins. Thank you, Vaughn. 4 energetic gates. 4 energetic gates open in rapid succession. Imagine the first month, number 1 carries the 1st of January 2026. You know, universal year 1, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 equals 10 equals 1. We're going to talk about the meaning of this 10 during the master class. So the first day of the year is a portal. That you can't just, that day can't just be for chicken and rice. No, it's unlike every other month in a year where you are still in your party mood, relaxing. No. It's an energetic gate, the first day in the month of January. And I call it is the gate of initiation. So you see, the gate of initiation. You are being initiated into your next 9-year cycle. That's what you are being initiated to. A full reset of your identity. A full reset of your patterns. A full reset of your momentum. What you do on the 1st of January would most likely become the blueprint for your year, or even for your next 9 years. And then January 10th, again, another portal. The 10th of January, see, equals 1. So you see, the first one, the 10th, 1 plus 1 plus 1, another portal. Angel number, portal, 111. January 10th, the gate of direction. This one is the gate of direction. The first one is the gate of initiation. The second one is the gate of direction. I'm going to explain this extensively during the masterclass. This is where your decisions either align with destiny or you're going to drift into confusion. You must already be in motion before the day arrives. You should, right now, you are meant to be in the mode of the 2026 energy. That's where you are meant to be now. And then immediately after that, we go to January 19th, another portal. Can you imagine? What a year. No, let me not launch my book in January. Let me wait till February. By then, people would have relaxed. That's not the spirit of 2026. Let me not, start that business in January. People are still in the December feeling. 2026 is not like that. Launch the business. Initiate. Give it direction. Be in motion before the date arrives. That's the whole idea. And January 19, the gate of acceleration. Initiation, direction. When you are initiated, you have direction, then there will be acceleration. That's what January 19th is. It's another portal. Your frequency, your habits, your network, everything begins to multiply. As early as January, everything begins to multiply. If you are not already aligned, this is where you're going to be. Some people are going to be left. They are going to get left behind in January. By January, they already feel it that, Bill, I said, this year, Bill, I said, nothing go up. You are January 11th. Yeah, so you see, it's January 11th. So you see, he was born on the 11th of January. So see, so even 11 January, so you see, even his own birthday is a major portal for him. where you sit down and you decide in alignment with your soul. You call your guardian spirit. You activate the genetic codes of your ancestry, and you call things forth, and it comes from the depth of your soul. Like, the next 9 years of my life cannot be like the last 9 years of my life. You don't need anybody to lay hands on. You don't need to be amongst anybody shouting in the morning, Father, 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 wah, wah, wah. This kind of behavior, this kind of psychotic behavior should not follow you into 2026, into the next 9 years. The gates of acceleration. If you are not in alignment by 19th of January, you're going to be left behind. If you are still waiting for others to recover from the Yuletide season, sorry for you. I am launching my next book on the 1st of January. On the 8th of January, rather. It was on the 1st, but we now said on the 8th. But we are still going to, maybe it's going to be on the 1st. Yes, I think we're going to do it on the 11th. But those who signed up to the, those who are signed up to the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery, they will already have a glimpse of the book. But we're going to release it on the 11th of January. My dear brothers and sisters, it's not about dropping the date of birth. This thing is bigger. Have you noticed that, you can drop date of birth in all those TikTok sessions where some boys will just sit down. What's your date of birth? Drop it. That's for clowns. We don't do that here. We teach people into enlightenment. So you can produce results with the tools and the knowledge and the resources that you have at your disposal. So it's not about dropping day of birth. Ask people who are, frequent on my session. I don't do all those, I call it, that's charlatanism. I think because somebody just saw your number is 8. This is, you think, then you are running with 8. Running with 8, but nothing. Running with 8, sense, do it. Running with 8, logic, no reasoning, nothing. We don't do that here. That's why if you attend the 36th day, you will see teaching you into enlightenment. That's it. Your mind will open up and you will notice that all those passiveness, all those energy breaks, all those loops, you just become active. You rise up to doing things that will better your life. That's what we do. Exactly. We are coordinated and articulate here. It's not about dropping day of birth. That's not what we do here. January 19th, the gate of acceleration. By then, if you are still trying to recover from December, you're left behind. And then the last one, January 28th. You see this? 4 portals. 4 portals in 1 month. And the first month in the year, for that matter. The first month in the year, no break. Fire horse. No, there's no relaxation. Hit the ground running. And the 28th is the gate of revelation. The gate of revelation. Initiation, direction, acceleration, revelation. The month closes with clarity. January. Truth opens up to you. Opportunities reveal themselves. Only to people who enter 2026 intentionally. Not those who are looking for miracles from Jeremiah or what's that guy's name? The biggest clown in Nigeria. Most people are going to walk into January casually. like they always do. They are tired. They've partied so hard. Dirty December. They are doing Dirty December. You see now, concerts everywhere. You see concerts. Wizkid. They are Popsy. He's having his own concert. It's just 50,000 naira. The same people who are saying, please, I don't have money for the masterclass. They will go and watch Wizkid. That's why the masterclass is not free. If you don't have money, go and watch YouTube videos. Because the same people who don't have money, they will go and pay 50K to watch the video. They will use their last 200K to travel to their village to go and impress their people. When they can plan. You are going to give people who are already rich money to go and waste your energy so they can take your energy and you can sweat among people. Don't you see all those concerts? Everybody's squeezed up. You see those girls squeezed up, sweating. Person will be saying never. Tomorrow they don't know what they are going to eat when they get home. I'm like, God, man. I say, I'm still young. I'm 25 years old. And then when they get to 35, they've wasted 5-10 years of their life on, I am still young. I am Gen Z. I am Gen Z. Talk to him, please. This is why you must. Okay. Are we back? Okay, we are back. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry for the break in transmission. We have only 5 minutes to go. Now, this is why you must hit the ground running. No delays, no confusion, no wasted motion. And this is why you need the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery. Listen, you are not just preparing for a 12 calendar year, you are preparing for a 9-year cycle. That's what you are preparing for. A 9-year cycle. Solid 9-year cycle. Who is ready for that year? Who is ready for 2026? Who is ready for 2026? I don't know about you, I'm ready. I'm ready to lead the next 9 years of my life. That's what I'm ready to do. I want to rise up to my authentic self. I don't want to live my life to chance. If you understand the energy of 2026, guys, you will know that you don't have a choice than to be grounded. Because if you are grounded, you are going to be surprised, no matter where you are right now. By the end of 2026, you are going to be shocked where you will be if you choose groundedness over instability. If you choose groundedness over instability, you are going to be literally shocked. What will happen to you? Acceleration. That's what's going to happen to you. Initiation. Revelation. Wow. A lot of you are going to invest in the International Conscious City project. And you don't even have money right now. You are broke and busted. But don't worry. That's how the world defines your situation. But inside you, you are a bag of millions of naira and dollars. That's what you are. And in 12 months, you can tap into the resources that is available to you and lead the life of comfort, of luxury, of wealth that you desire. A lot of you, the reason you are not commanding results is because you are still begging the universe to help you. You still have a beggy mindset. The last 9 years has been tough because you don't understand the law of compensation. You know, sometimes I was telling someone, she was doing something and people supported what she was doing, and she was surprised at why are people, they are supporting, and I'm like, why do you people forget who you are? Why are you surprised they are supporting you? They are meant to support you. It is not pride. Based on what you have done, you should not be shocked. You should be grateful, but you should not be shocked that they are supporting you. They are meant to. If they don't, they are working against the law of the universe. There are some things I expect to happen to me by virtue of my investment and effort and the work I am putting into the advancement of the African civilization and society. They are meant to happen. It is my right. It is my entitlement. If a governor calls me now and says, I would like to meet you, I will not be shocked. I am contributing to society in the area of philosophy and knowledge. Shocked for what? And you are depriving yourself of your reward because of this religious modesty. By virtue of the kindness, the generosity, the effort, the commitment, the passion, the sacrifices that you have contributed to the lives of people, strangers, the people you know, organizations, you are entitled. Please, this is the mentality you have to carry into. I'm saying it with passion because I see people. There are some things that people will do for me. I am grateful, but I'm not surprised. It is meant to be done for me. Yeah. It's a reward. Many of you watching me, you have suffered. The last 9 years has been struggle, hardship. You've contributed, sowed seeds, helped people. But you are still alone. Nobody seems, because you are putting yourself down. Think you're not even paying attention to what you're doing. You are like a farmer who is planting seeds. And when someone asks them, where is your farm? I have forgotten I have a farm. I didn't know I have a farm. But you are planting seeds. Come on, you are planting seeds. But you forget that you have a farmland where you have planted. That is what is wrong with a lot of people. They know how to give, they don't know how to receive. Matter of fact, from 2026, there are some things I should not do with my money based on what I have done for humanity. I'm meant to be rewarded. This is the mentality you are meant to have. There are some things I don't expect me to be doing. Yeah, I don't expect myself to be doing it. But when you live in that modest, that so-called modesty is the reason you are robbing yourself of your reward. Say after me, my reward is my legal right. It is not a miracle. It is not a surprise. It is not a gift. Come on now. But your reward is not a gift, it's a reward. It's a legal right. It is the compensation I am entitled to. It's my legal right. That's the energy you carry into 2026. That's the energy you carry into 2026. Because when you look at that year, there are some other numbers that are included in 2026. 2 is there, 8 is there, 10 is there, right? 6 is there. So there is reward for your efforts. There is reward. And the only person who can stand in the way of your reward is you. Are you aware? Some people, I watched a video where a young man was involved in an accident. He went to a particular organization. And whilst he was there, he had an accident. And he left. And the lawyer called him and said, "Do you know you can sue this organization?" And the young man said, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah, you can sue them. Because you are meant to be compensated for what happened to you in their territory." A lot of you don't even know that you deserve compensation. You are not aware that you deserve compensation. Say after me, I deserve to be compensated. I deserve, people can call it anything they want to call it, that's their business. I have an entitlement spirit to some things when it comes to the universe. Based on what I have done and what I am doing, I am entitled. I deserve compensation. Religion has messed with people's mentalities. You know, I told you my mother worked with a governor, with somebody that later became a governor in my state. And recently I spoke with him, and then he said, "Ha, your father." He said, "You are like your father." And I was like, "Why?" He said, "You don't go to people." He said, "Your father never went to any politician. He never lobbied for anything. Even though his influence, he could because of his influence. And when politicians and the elites noticed that he was not coming to them, they started coming to him because his opinion mattered to the rich, to the poor, to the young, to the old. Everybody wanted to know his stance when it comes to leadership and politics in that zone, in that community." And he said, and the former governor said to me, "But Femi, please, I want to tell you something." I said, "What?" He said, "Don't take everything from Baba Buru." My father's nickname is Baba Buru. "Don't take everything from Baba Buru. I want you to be very rich." He said, "Don't be like your father 100%. I want you to be very rich." And it will sound to a lot of people like he wants me to be corrupt. But guess what happened to my father? My father did not know that equally, by virtue of who he was when he was alive, by virtue of his input and contribution to the advancement and development of people, he was eligible for rewards and compensations. He was entitled. You know, people misuse this word entitled. I don't feel entitled. Sometimes you have to feel entitled. By virtue, it is a law. It is a law of seed and harvest. I am not saying you do something for somebody that you feel entitled that they must give you something. No. The universe, you should have entitlement towards the universe based on some of the things that you have done. Say after me, my reward is legal right. My reward is my legal right. It is not a miracle. It is not a gift. It is not a favor. It is the compensation I am entitled to. All these deeper life mentalities, please. My reward is my legal right. Or we have taught people how to give, but we're not teaching them how to receive. If you are very good at giving, you must be good at receiving. You must learn how to receive. Because if all you do is you are a master when it comes to giving, the time is coming, you won't have anything to give again. You would drain yourself to the point where you will have nothing left to give. And the world will turn against you. Look at him. Wasted all his money. I deserve to be compensated. The lawyer called the young man and said, you know you can sue this organization? And the lawyer helped him and he sued them and he got $250,000 in compensation. $250,000 in compensation. A young man that already went to his house, he didn't even know that he qualified for that until a lawyer called him and said, do you know, I am the lawyer that is telling you now that, do you know that you are entitled to some rewards? We're starting the pre-masterclass sessions today. We're going to start at 9:30, almost time. So if you have subscribed to the program, we're going to send the link now. Can we send the link to the group? We want to make sure that every participant, we bring them up to speed. Only to the to the subscribers of 36 days. Yeah. We're going to start that tonight. And that's how we're going to do it till just send a DM. If you want to know about the masterclass, just send a DM. That's what we're going to be doing till December 16th when we officially start the masterclass. Slots are still open. I will speak more on the benefits, the modules, the slots tomorrow so you can understand. Matter of fact, I am shocked. We had 10 slots for the VIP version and they are all sold out. All. You know, we always take sales game to the next level. This is the real taking the sales game to the next level, not mouth. There is the premium version. There is the VIP version. The VIP version is $460,000 and it is sold out. It's sold out and I'm like, really? People have $460K to pay, like, they have money. They have money. They are rich. We have to quickly run now and go to the to start the pre-masterclass session. So your reward is your legal right. It is not a miracle. It is not a favor. It is the compensation you are entitled to. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.